This is not speculation. It's not fact, okay? This is not fact. It is actually an intuitive reading. Not fact. It is actually an intuitive reading. And because I'm very intensely involved with my channel, as you know, that I do try to answer all of my comments. I noticed that some people were kind of suggesting that I was wrong, and that you know, my allegations. There's no allegations here. I don't profess to be telling you know, fact here, and this is what I'm doing. I'm using my intuitive, empathic kind of ability, this highly sensitive, intuitive energy, to pick up on this. That's all I'm doing. Okay. I think it's very kind of it's very relevant, I feel, because I just feel people want to kind of feel secure. There's many people that love Harry, many people that love Meghan, okay, and want to kind of protect both of them in their own right, because, you know, the royal family are not perfect, as we know. So it's kind of protecting both. But I do feel that Meghan has got a protection around her. She's made sure she's got a protection around her. She has got the royal protection now because of marriage, but she's also got the protection of many A-listers. You know, she's very popular in that industry. So because she's very wise, okay. We're talking of someone who's not a young girl. We're talking somebody who is, you know, very independent in her own right, is Meghan. And I am not kind of discrediting anybody here, okay? I'm not like that. I'm very empathic. I'm a very kind of caring person. And somebody accused me of being jealous. Why would I be jealous? It's just really, it's kind of, why not share this ability that I have here? So just to remind you, before we start here, this is not fact, okay? This is not my pure opinion. It is actually an intuitive reading. Now, you can believe this or you don't believe it, okay? You switch off. You think, well, this is an intuitive reading. It's not fact. I don't believe in this, so I'm going to switch off. So that's what you do, is you switch this off, because, you know, if you're going to compare what I'm going to say to the facts, then it's not going to work out, because this is what's happening, what I'm picking up, and what may happen in the future. I'm not saying it's going to. There's nothing written in stone here. So if you don't believe in this, switch off. If you are intrigued with this, then see this as entertainment only, okay? So let's continue. I just had to explain that, because I got this comment that said to me, I've left it on actually. I think I'm not going to delete that, because why should I? It's supposed to stop your jealousy and craziness. You know, one person in many has said that, because a lot of people who watch me live do understand that this is an intuitive reading. It's kind of, it may be, maybe not. Okay, so just pop my glasses on. Okay, so there's no kind of ill kind of will here at all. Okay. Now, what I'm getting here, I'm going into part 2, because I want to explain. Somebody said you didn't even pronounce the name right. I don't follow these situations of Chrysanda. I think I got the name Chrysanda. Well, I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong. I don't know. I don't research this. I don't watch these things. And somebody said, you've got that wrong because of, and I just need to explain, not because of my ego, but because this Crusader, okay, Crusader, I don't know, is that how you pronounce her name? Who cares? Okay. Crusader, I did pick up on a female, a blonde female in Botswana. Now, this may not be Crusader, okay, but I did pick up because there's a lots of, Harry has got lots of girlfriends. I don't pick up on exactly who it is intuitively. Harry has had many girlfriends with blonde hair, but this particular person is linked to this place in Botswana. Okay. And I mentioned Crusader coming from the background. I think I need to correct something, because I think I said she wasn't an actress, but she is an actress, isn't she? So I do apologise about that, but I don't pick up everything perfectly here. But somebody said you've got that wrong in terms of, but I didn't get it wrong. I actually picked up that she was from this aristocratic family. She is from an aristocratic family. She is an English Rose, okay, brought up with the best schools, the best kind of etiquette, and would have been perfect, I feel, for Harry. But the downfall with this is that these ladies who are from, I mean, you talk about Chelsea Davis, she's from a multi-million family too, so and well protected and protected. So let's go back to this Crusader. I picked up on Crusader, but I feel I have to correct that, and that's why I'm doing a part 2. That I picked up on a blonde woman. Now you're going to say, well, there's lots of blondes, but I picked up on this female. I did see her face, but I have to say that she is from an aristocratic family. Her mother has a title. If anybody is not aware of that, her mother has got a title. She's a lady something in the UK. They do. I picked up intuitively that Crusader would like to live in the middle of nowhere. Where there's this road going down to this kind of estate. Not a big estate, a country home, a manor house. Okay, a manor house, not a huge country. Like Balmoral or anything like that. I'm talking about something like a manor house. So Crusader would like, that's how she likes to live. And she doesn't like that limelight, okay. I feel she has been to Botswana with Harry, okay. I think many girlfriends have been to that shack. Where he's left with his girlfriends alone. Sorry, I've got a bit of an itch here. Oh, I might have to cut that off. So there is this sense of it's a love shack in Botswana. It's a love shack. Yes, you just go for this conservation situation here. He was just given that title of this, the president of this, whatever. Again, I may get that wrong. I don't know what that is. I'm just picking up some kind of head, president, patron, that kind of thing. So I'm not getting the words right here, but this is what I pick up, that he is a patron, but this goes back to, school days. I mean, this is very kind of immature in a sense of he ran away, and I said that in part 1. He ran away to Botswana to escape the royal life, and okay, so he's also got friends there that are isolated, not isolated, but they like that kind of isolation of not being in the public eye, and that they actually adore it too. So there's this love, whoever this is, this female, there is this love of this place. It's they, you know, this person adores Botswana, and actually that there is like a kinship between Harry and this person here who I'm picking up on. And I feel they first met on a gap year. It's going back many years, this, and he went there, he had a gap year. And this is where this was started, although he did go younger, I think younger as well. I feel Diana was had an affinity to Botswana too, but I also get that he went there to have this this like gap year thing, and in his teens, and you know, he's helping out, and he's got very muddy, very dirty, because that's what he enjoys to do. He puts his Wellington boots on, and he's got, you know, I see him with a rucksack, and he's ready to go. You know, I'm ready to go. Let's go. Let's do this work, and kind of getting into a routine with this gap year. In this, I get in this kind of sanctuary here, sanctuary. It's also his sanctuary. It is a wildlife park sanctuary, but it's also a sanctuary for him. Okay. So and after this, you know, after this gap year, Harry started to see this place because he loved it so much. How he could just be himself. You know, he could roll up his jeans or his cotton trousers, he can roll them up to his knees, and, you know, he can take his shoes off, you know, and be barefoot, walking around barefooted, although he was warned about that, watch for any kind of disease, but he didn't care about that. He just wanted to muck in and be part of this. He didn't want to be protected as such. He just wanted to be treated like everybody else. So there is this essence, this energy here about Botswana, that after this, he fell in love with this place because of its isolation and wildlife, you know. So and the people there too, who also had this love of this place. So that's where this grew from. This was rooted at that time. So it's a very kind of, would I say, immature kind of thinking, that now he kind of still has this escape to this gap year every so often, where he can roll up his trousers, help with the rhinoceroses and the wildlife park there, and just get along with it, you know. And I feel it is like a little bit of an immaturity. Oh, I'm going back on that, you know, that gap year again that I loved when in my teens, and now he's calling this like his second home. Okay, yes, we all can, you know, we all can go to somewhere in our gap year, like Australia or wherever you want to go in your gap year, and then fall in love with the place, you know, and then call it your second home. I mean, I actually call Greece like my second home because I actually love it here, and I used to come back years ago. So it does kind of stem back from years ago, and I kind of get that. This person, these people, he's known these people for years. And, you know, this could be somebody we don't even know, this person. But this person who's there is attractive. It's an on and off confidant. As I said in part one, it's an on and off confidant to Harry. and he feels he can just be himself with her. You know, that is type. She's the type of person who would camp out in under the stars for 2 days and just wash by a river, and her hair wouldn't have been combed for like, or just very lightly brushed, very kind of wild kind of. She likes that kind of wild, natural lifestyle, and if they wake up in the morning, they're camping outside, outdoors. This woman, this girl, would actually have a bad breath, and she would say, "Oh God, my breath stinks," and I need to. And she's very kind of a real person. She would say, "Oh my God, I actually absolutely stink. I need to go and get a wash in the river or whatever." She's this type of person, and Harry just feels so relaxed with her. He feels like he can just crash out with her, and he doesn't have to worry. His his ginger hair is all over the place with dust in it and all of that, and he loves that. He loves that. And he loves just kind of being in that moment. Well, this other female who is in Botswana, or kind of is related to Botswana, is a very dear friend to Harry. And as I did that reading yesterday, there's flirtation. I feel it's a situation with this female. And if anybody's got any ideas, you feel, I don't know what's happening to the chat there. I thought you may, I haven't shut it off for some reason, but please interact, make your own comments, because I do feel this female in Botswana had an on and off relationship with Harry, because, the royal family, no thank you. I don't want to do that. It's not me. Those Stepford wives dresses and shoes are crazy. I like my sneakers. I like my flip flops, and my shorts and t-shirt, and forget the rest of it. It's just not me. And I wouldn't say she can scrub up, she can be glamorous, but she doesn't like to be glamorous. She likes to have no makeup on. She just likes to slum out, kind of thing. So there is this essence of this, not when he's with her, he doesn't feel he's grown up. He could just be himself. It feels like a gap year. And he's also got a great friend, and she flirts with him, he flirts with her. She's very attractive. But it's like a marriage that would never be, because she does not want to be any part of that. As I've just said, she doesn't want to be any part of this royal family. So this is what I'm getting here. This veranda, sitting on this veranda. I feel there may have been a visit. Either there's a sunset, also awesome sunsets too. And either she was invited to go to, it was planned that she was invited to go see Harry, and it was planned, or he went to visit her in some African place. I think she visited him, helped him out in this sanctuary again, like she's done before. Okay, so when I say that Harry that there has been it's an unrequited situation, that he has decided to marry Meghan, and somebody's just put, I will thank you for your comment there. Yes, I feel, let me get back to this intuitive energy here. I just feel that there is this situation of Harry wanted somebody to share his royal side of his life, but also wanted this private side of his life too. And you see, he's got two women here. You see, neither of these women want to do both. He's got this woman, this female, as I said, who's in Africa, and she no way she wants to be part of or anything to do with the royal family. But he loves the way she lives. He loves the way it's all very grounded, and he loves the way it's out of the limelight. He loves that about her. On the other hand, she's not going to. This female would never, and this is why it didn't work between them. She would never adapt to the royal. She's even said, I don't want that. It's not me. And I feel Harry had to kind of come to his sense and think, okay, this is her. This is her identity. I have no right to take this woman from who she is, her core being, into something that's alien to her. So there's that situation there with this female. I'm not going to mention who it is, because I got it wrong before. Okay, this Cassandra, I got it wrong. I feel it may be another female. It's a female with blonde hair who has this affinity to this kind of lifestyle. Okay, I have, and then I feel that Harry chose Meghan because of her qualities. Okay. He wanted a wife. He wanted to have a royal wedding, and you know, and he wanted someone who would like both of those aspects. Cressida. Okay, I can never say that. I don't know. I don't know even the spelling of that name, so I'm just picking up what I feel. Cressida. Okay, so just let me remind you guys, this is an intuitive reading. I don't know. I don't look people's spellings up or anything like that. So let me just tell you that. Okay. Okay. I do get with seeing as we're into this subject of Cressida. Okay. It didn't work with her. Yeah, she was from England, English person with aristocratic roots. She has. Okay, somebody said that I was wrong, but I'm not wrong about that. She is from that kind of aristocratic background, although she is an actress. Okay, and she's very much been gone to finishing schools, and also, you know, has been taught this etiquette. So, sorry, I was getting it wrong again. Cressida also loves her privacy. Okay, she loves her privacy. She did get tired as well of. She got very tired of Harry's immaturity, because when they dated, he was younger, and he was not mature. And she got very tired of his stupidness, his stupid immaturity, and other girls around him too. I mean, that's off-putting. You know, if he's got, you know, if she's very beautiful, in the correct kind of upbringing and correct kind of background, and there's lots of women swooning around Harry, that's going to put anybody off, you know. So there is that, and that she was very moody as well. Cressida was moody, and moody because of that, because of this, the attention that Harry was getting. Not jealousy. I feel she was moody about it because it's not really what she wants. She wants something that's very kind of private, okay? Although she is more glamorous in the sense of fashion and that kind of thing, and would have fitted in with the royal family with the dress sense and everything. I feel that Cressida is quite moody. I don't feel she was jealous, because she's an absolute beauty within her own right. But I think she just didn't like this attention that was being brought on to Harry, and Harry kind of laughed it off, and just thought, no, I kind of don't want this. I don't want this. I just want something more kind of conservative and more kind of grown up. So that's what I pick up with Cressida. Yeah, she didn't like the spotlight. She didn't like the attention, and became very moody because of it. And then Harry didn't like her moodiness, and that's what I'm picking up here. Okay, so there was lots of ladies. I mean, who wouldn't get sick and tired of that? Of going out for a nice dinner and being bombarded by, women that are hoping to actually get hooked up with Harry. So I don't feel she's very biased, because she likes her privacy. And she's not the type that would be she likes the sports, yeah, she likes the sports, but in terms of like polo and skiing and all of that kind of thing, she likes that kind of thing. But sleeping outdoors, I don't think so. Okay, that's not my cup of tea. So I don't feel, I thought it was Cressida, but I don't feel, I just saw the blonde hair. This other person doesn't mind sleeping outdoors. That's what I'm picking up here. Camping, mosquito bites. It's not bothered. Oh, stop that. Putting that spray on, the mosquito repellent. What is wrong with you? Kind of thing. And well, this person in Botswana is very kind of gritty, grounded, likes to get her hands dirty, and she's very intelligent too. She's got lots of, she has many kind of opinions on the African government, very into politics, saving the environment and that kind of thing. She's more into this environment than actually, medical illnesses. She's more into saving the environment, saving the wildlife of Africa kind of thing. She would have been and she is a patron actually. She's some kind of head, but so is Harry. Okay. So they actually meet up, these meetings that is said to be for work reasons, because he's a patron of this Botswana rhino kind of conservation. So is she. Okay, so is she. So whenever they have these meetings, they actually meet up as well to discuss this. Now, this female is into politics. She into the law, economy of Africa and all of this. So she's very much into this. It's her passion, it's her calling. But she hates the limelight. She hates the limelight. Now, I don't know if anybody's picking up. I don't want to make the mistake of picking the wrong person here, but I don't know. I do feel there's the Chelsea David kind of energy here. I don't know if you feel that too, but I get always there for Harry, and it's still very on and off with Harry. Not in terms of a relationship, but she's always there for Harry. If he wants to get away and he wants to escape this kind of this crazy town, which has got, in all honesty, it's become even more crazy. I don't know what your thoughts are there. It's become even more crazy with, he's chosen Meghan. There's a reason why Harry chose Meghan. I will go into that in a minute. But he didn't realise that choosing Meghan would make this crazy circus worse, increase this attention on him and the royal family, for him to then go crazy. So he needs to escape to Botswana, like he's always done. Okay. Yeah, so there is this, this should have been thought out. This should have been, but hindsight is a wonderful thing. I think he met this wonderful woman, Meghan. She's attractive. She's very intelligent. She's clever, and he wanted to choose somebody who could cope with that royal life and who could also escape as well. That's his ideal woman. That would be his ideal woman, somebody who would cope with the royal situation, but also get their hands dirty and go camping under the stars and all of this. Right, I do pick up here that he chose Meghan because I'm trying to pick up here, because I feel that she accepted that he's still friends with the exes, and she didn't get jealous. She didn't show that jealousy, okay, or that moodiness like Cressida did. Okay, so he kind of likes that you think, okay, I can still have this friendship with and she Meghan would say something like, yes, I totally trust you. I totally trust you. I trust you, Harry. Okay, and you've been friends with Chelsea for many years, and there's no reason for you to stop that friendship. Yeah, I think there was that discussion, and he thought, well, that's great, because I still have that. I do have to still go over to Botswana, and I'm still going to be in contact with this Chelsea Davy. So I'm glad that she's enabling that. So there is this he chose it because she showed that she wasn't jealous. But isn't that acting? I don't know what your thoughts, if you want to make your comments there on the live section. Is actually Meghan, is she really jealous and hiding her insecurities of all of this through her acting skills? What do you think? What do you feel here? Because this seems, Meghan just seems cool about everything. I feel that Harry chose Meghan because she's beautiful, she's intelligent, she's a humanitarian, very similar to Chelsea Davy in a lot of ways. So she's very much an affinity to Africa. She's partly African, which I guess because of this Botswana link, he kind of loves this kind of link to Africa. So there's the link to Africa with Meghan. There's this link to her roots being in Africa, should I say, and she's really, really good at her job. And he said that, he said Meghan is amazing at her job. So to me, this is saying Meghan is very, very good at her job as being a royal, okay, in the firm, and a job. And she is going to accept this role. And actually, Meghan enjoys the limelight. She actually doesn't mind the cameras. She's an actress, and she doesn't mind the cameras in front of her. And she's great at acting. She can act this role. And he chose her for that reason. And the humanitarian work that she does. So lots of reasons he chose her. Because of the others, they didn't want anything to do with the royal families. Okay, the family. So although the other person may have been a better fit in terms of being very authentic, like Chelsea Davy is authentic in the way she actually does adore Africa and Botswana. Meghan is also authentic in that she wants to, help people and improve situations, and is a humanitarian too. But she also enjoys that kind of lifestyle. She doesn't mind like walking the red carpet, every day. That's what this feels like to her. This feels like, hello everybody. This feels like she is walking down a red carpet every single day. Can you imagine what that does to somebody who's yearned to be an actress and dreamt of that red carpet every day and actually doing it every single day? Is walking down this red carpet. The whole world is watching Meghan. So this is why Harry chose her, because she feels comfortable in the public eye, and she could actually act that role. And I do feel like, and let's look at Meghan here, because I feel that this is why I chose Meghan, but I feel that Meghan likes the limelight. And let's look at the positives here. Meghan is a very positive influence on Harry. She is very positive. She's a very independently strong-minded woman. She's mature. She's older. She's got more life experiences. She's had her tough times in life, and that's what's made her this. We have to celebrate that for Meghan. Okay, she's been through her tough times. She's been divorced. She's got a family that are very difficult that she has to juggle. So she through wisdom, she's learned to be the stronger female. And this is what the royal family actually want, or Harry wants, somebody who's very strong. And Meghan is strong, okay? Through her life experiences, this has guided her to be a leader in her own right. Okay, so good on you, Meghan, okay, for doing that. And that's not putting Meghan down at all. So all these naysayers about me saying that, that I'm jealous of Meghan, how can that be jealousy? That's ridiculous. I'm not even a jealous person. But in her own right, she is an amazing person, Meghan, and let's not, people are going to say, well, she's narcissistic, she's a control freak. She has to be in control. She does have to be in control, and that's one of her sides of her personality. And I feel this is a side, in the negative sense, this is a side that Harry did not kind of see, or the royal family, is this very kind of, she's a strong woman. She is going to have her opinions. She's not young like Princess Diana, okay? She is stronger, and she's going to have her made opinions, which makes her, So, and it's very difficult to mold somebody like that, I did say in one of my readings, isn't it that like the biggest mistake? Isn't this something they should have filtered, really? Her being an actress and loving the red carpet, and wanting to be a leader, being opinionated, being bossy. I get her. She's quite dominant. She's a dominant figure. She's bossy, but she does the job well. She does the job well, and that's what I get here. And she also accepts the exes, like her friends. So I feel this is quite sad in a way, because I do feel that Harry has kept friends with Chelsea Davy and this Crusader. And it's all interlinked together too with this Botswana. He does like Chelsea, and when they do meet up, he can just put his shorts on. She's got a little bit of a chubby legs. I'm getting that. He doesn't care about that. I mean, Meghan's got spindly legs, and she's very slim, and I'm not putting her down, but she's very slight. Chelsea is more kind of, fuller body, and she does have a little bit, her legs do wobble, and she's that kind of girl. She doesn't care. And they put the shorts on, and they get dusty, and they don't care. But he knows he can't be with Chelsea, because there's no way that she would accept being a royal. Okay. But he still likes to escape to that. Does that make sense? And this is how this actually could turn into some kind of affair, I feel. When they are together, and I feel this Botswana trip is that he really does like her company, and he will talk about Meghan and say, oh God, I don't know I'm going to cope with this, with this show, because, this Chelsea Davy does not know anything really about Meghan, but she she finds it horrible, the whole thing, the whole media thing. Now, I do feel that it is sad, because he's had to split this. He's had to split it, okay. He still wants that Chelsea Davy that's natural, that doesn't care, barefoot walking around, not had a wash for like 3 days because they're camping out and all of that kind of thing. He loves that. And then, but also he cannot have both. So he's chosen 2 women in a way to fulfill his needs. And this is what I'm picking up here. Hello, everybody. He's chosen 2 women to fulfill his needs. I picked Chelsea Davy. I may be wrong, because it is an intuitive reading. It's not fact. But I do pick up Chelsea Davy. She's part of this Botswana this sanctuary thing. So he's chosen 2 separate situations, and this is where this can get a bit dangerous. Okay, there's this with Chelsea Davy, where he can just muck in and do what he likes, roll in the dirt like elephants do and all of that. And he's got this other situation with Meghan, who Meghan is very accepting to his friend. He doesn't mind him going off to Botswana, because that is all part of that. That is his, that's his work, okay. But in reality, I feel he goes to escape. He's keeping that link. He's never going to let that link go, by the way. He's never going to let that link go. He's never going to let that link go of Botswana and Chelsea Davy. This is the danger of this relationship becoming an affair. Now, on this trip that he went to recently, while he's there at this present time, he's spending a lot of time with her. She talks to him. So it is really like still maintaining a relationship, but in a different way. There is flirtation. He finds her attractive. He still holds a torch for her. And there is some passion there. As I did with the reading yesterday, with part 1 of this. If you go back to part 1, there's flirtation, there's passion. So I kind of concluded with the cards, and I'll do it again actually. I'll just pull the cards out again here to have a look. Is there a pending kind of affair? I feel there is. I feel that Harry is going to say, I need to, and look out for this, okay? Because I do kind of realise that Meghan has gone over to Canada at this particular time. So I do feel that you will hear that he's going to extend this trip in Botswana, okay? That is going to really spark some kind of situation here. It's going to go into September. This Botswana trip is going to be extended. Why? Why is it extended? Let's have a look here. Why is it going to? Let's have a look here. Why is this trip going to be extended? Is he having an affair, or is there an impending affair here? There's another issue here, is that there's children here. Harry wants children, but he wants to have children in a very natural sense. And Meghan wants to have, IVF and all of this done artificially. This is what I pick up. This is not fact, by the way. This is intuitive, okay? Now, the reason is extended. He wants children. And I feel that Chelsea Davy is younger. And he's actually giving this some thought that Meghan is going off to America, Canada, and there's also going to be tests, like I said in part 1, some infertility problems where also genetically creation of an embryo. I get that. I get that. So Harry wants children, and I guess he's actually he's rushed into this marriage with Meghan because of the children factor. And I don't want to say that, but this is what's coming through. And he looks at Chelsea, and I feel that he's thinking with Chelsea, I could have had a child naturally with Chelsea because she's younger, but the lifestyle wouldn't have worked out, would it? Yes, I get lots and lots of hot conversations here with Chelsea Davy. Okay. He can talk to her about anything. There is healing family issues here for Harry. I think he's actually talking to, with these cards here, I think he's talking to Chelsea Davy, heart-to-heart conversation about wanting children, but he wants to sort out first these issues with Meghan's family first before they have children. That's paramount. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. Thank you for joining us, by the way. I feel that this Chelsea Davy is saying to, under this veranda, he's saying to him, you need to put your own needs first and try to, because this is not you, Harry. It's not you. I did get that in part 1 too, that this Chelsea, I thought it was this Crusader, but I must admit I must have got that wrong, because I don't follow any of these people. But because there's a link here to Africa, I think unless it's somebody else, I do pick up this is Chelsea Davy. Okay. And I know what you're going to say. Oh, you've changed your mind now. I haven't changed my mind. I'm just, I'm not very good at picking up on names. But the way this is fitting in with everything here, where he feels he can go to her and talk to her, and he feels that, there is an attraction. There is an attraction here. He'll sit down, they'll have a glass of wine, and they've got their combat shorts on and all of that, and they're kicking their sneakers off, and they've got smelly feet because they've been working all day, that kind of thing. So there is an attraction for the grittiness, for the normal, for this to be, because it's normal. I feel that Harry is thinking, you are the only person that I can really talk to and feel like, just feel so comfortable with. And he's thinking in his head, maybe this was the one for me. But how could this have happened if Chelsea didn't want to be a royal? So thank you so much, everybody, and thank you for following me. I am trying to create more followers, but I'm doing it the hard way. I don't promote my channel. I just do these videos and hopefully get myself out there. This is a difficult situation. If Harry can't have the woman that he wants, he's going to have separate the two. He's going to have one woman for this situation, the love of his second home, and he's going to have Meghan, who's very good at her job. Here, okay. I don't know what's going on here. There is discussions here between these two. There is still an attraction. He's actually thinking maybe, I would have chosen you if you would have been a royal, but I think that's in his head, not verbally saying this. And she said, look, Harry, stay optimistic with this situation with Meghan, okay? Stay optimistic with this situation with Meghan. But it doesn't stop this playfulness between him and this Chelsea Davy, okay? In this place, miles away from anywhere. I also get them camping. Gosh, I got this yesterday, didn't I? Flirting, playful, attraction. Where is this going to lead? Okay. So he's got one person. How can I explain this? He's got two people. He wants one person, but he's got two people that meet that need. They are the best of friends too. Gosh, you can't get a better fit than that, can you? They are the best of friends, and they're flirtatious. They're playful together. They love to do these things together. That, you know, they feel very. Oh, there's a chemistry. Look at that. There's a chemistry. There is a chemistry between them. It's just that she doesn't want to be a royal. And this is why this didn't happen. Okay. He's going to stay a bit longer, and it could even turn into an affair. And yeah, look out for this. There's an extension to this trip to Botswana. Oh, there's so much coming through here to tell you, you know, yeah, there is this. There was a trip to the Clooney's, wasn't there? They both of them went to George Clooney's place in Italy, in Lake Como. Yeah, that's very superficial. He doesn't feel he can be himself. You know, can you imagine just being landed there with George Clooney? I mean, I could, but could you imagine yourself being landed there with George Clooney and his wife in this palatial place that's so luxurious on the banks of this Lake Como with their boats and everything? They go off on, yeah, I see them going off in a boat on the lakes. I get Bellagio and all those places, a really gorgeous area. I've been there myself to Lake Como, so I know that. I can envisage what they're doing. There is like a boat, incognito, obviously, very private, that nobody will follow them around. That's a different thing. That, like I said, it's like a split kind of personality. It's like Harry likes this kind of, I want to escape to Africa, to this lifestyle, but I also need Meghan. She's great at her job. She would be a great mother, but I did not anticipate all this circus from the family. And I think this is a trigger to stay longer in Botswana and actually get quite close to this female here. So we'll look out for that, guys. It's an intuitive reading. Okay, so it's not fact. So this intuitive reading is saying that Harry is going to say, well, I'm deciding to stay longer because there's a lot of work to do here, and I need to help them to complete it. This is the excuse. And Meghan is in the US anyway, on her trip to the US to be with her friends, to be with her family, and all of that, and going to LA too. So while she's doing that, he's doing this. Yes, so what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to leave it there. So that's part 2. And the reason I wanted to do part 2 is just to explain that I don't really study the royal family as such. I just pick up energies intuitively. And I'm sorry if I got this name wrong, because I don't know her name fully. I don't know how. I don't do research. But I picked up on a female there who is there. And the way this is like transpiring is that it's more I thought it was this other female, but I feel it's this Chelsea. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. So let's see what happens in the future. Okay, guys, and we'll keep an eye on that. So if anybody is watching this and you're thinking how fake I am and all of this, I'm sorry you think that way. You should have switched off at the beginning, okay? Because this is an intuitive reading, and this is, if you believe, you believe. If you don't believe, don't follow me. Don't follow me. If you don't believe, I'll just see it as entertainment, and follow me to see if actually these things do transpire. Okay. Where do we go from? And I will do a video on this. Let's wait until now that wait till they come back. I get September, end of September into October, possibly, when they actually, maybe the end of October, when they come back. Or I'm not sure. September, October, end of September, October, they both come back. Let's see where that goes from there. Okay. And how these trips have changed the status quo here. So sending you lots of love, lots of blessings. Just to let you know, if you'd like your own personal reading, please give me an email. My email is sixsensetarot@gmail.com if you're interested in your own intuitive reading. And thank you so much for being interactive. Let me just have a look at your comments here. Okay. So, Verse Sense. Hello, Verse Sense. If you want to put some comments there, I will shout these comments out. Verse Sense, it is a discussion that helped us in our lives. We analyse our behaviours and what is the meaning of life for each of us. I guess so. I guess this is helping all of us to think, what is the best thing for us? We can't have the best of both worlds. We can't have our cake and eat it kind of thing. Oh, I'm going to have this, which is quite destructive, to have separate things, because then you've got to maybe explain down the line, this is what I've been doing. This is what I've been doing to fulfill myself. And you have been turning a blind eye to this. I have been turning a blind eye to you. Situation. Okay, so let's have a look at some more comments here. Okay. So thank you for your lovely, lovely comments, by the way. A lot of people saying that they find this... Thank you so much for saying that I'm a wonderful reader. Okay. Okay, so just reading here. Okay, so mostly people are saying that it's quite accurate what I've been saying here since I started doing these royal readings here. So is this? I don't know what your comments. If after the live show, if you want to put your comments down below, what do you feel? Do you actually feel that? But it's a sense of another blunder for the royal family, where one of these people, Harry, is going to end up having an affair with the person that he truly loves. In the lifestyle that he truly loves, which is Botswana. What do you feel? Is he kind of making a good thing out of, he needed a wife, he needed somebody to have children, he needed children, and he needed somebody to accept the royal life, but he also loves his privacy, and he runs away to places like Botswana to actually be able to be himself. So what do you think, guys? What's your take on this? Does Harry have to have like his cake and eat it to be happy? Okay, so I'm sending you lots of love, lots of blessings. Like I said, this is an intuitive reading, and take this. If you're a believer, take it and follow me. If you're not a believer but you find it quite interesting, then see it as an entertainment. It is not fact, okay? It is not fact. I am not saying this is fact or my opinions. This is what I'm picking up here intuitively. So sending you lots of love, lots of blessings, and you take care, everyone, okay? And bye for now.